And we are back, y'all. It is February 1st. First grocery haul of February. Don't look at my countertops. I'm not showing you the sink. Real life over here. We've been on a dish soap for 2 days. So, super happy to get this haul in today. All right, y'all. Let's talk about my $207 Walmart haul. Number one, big, awesome things are going on at Walmart where now we have personal shoppers going in from the team Spark. I'm not sponsored. I love Walmart. I love Spark, let me tell you, because now you can talk with your personal shopper, y'all, and you can say, hey, no, don't get that, or can you replace this with that? It's like Instacart, y'all. You can talk to your shoppers. I'm loving it, okay? So, big things with that. 207 did include a pretty significant tip. The gentleman was amazing. I chose a 3-hour window, y'all. By the time I placed my order, he was at my house in 45 minutes with all of this. I can't get in and out of Walmart with 5 items in less than an hour, let alone all of this, y'all. So kudos to him. Absolutely loved it. Very great communication with this gentleman. He was just spot on, okay? I saved $5 by going ahead and choosing a 3-hour window, and he still got it here in 45 minutes. This is even faster than Instacart. But I'm keeping Instacart too because I have Sam's Club, y'all. So, with that being said, here's what we got. And then we're going to go sit at my desk. I'm going to talk you through some changes we're making in our house, what's going on with our budget, the full bit. We got the root beer for Danya, the Sam's Cola for Jessica and Philip. That's a 24-pack, and Danya got a 12. Jesse gets half, Philip gets half. Every once in a while, I may steal a soda out. I'll have to replace that if I do, because they know if I steal something. Like, let me show you. Where's it at? Shh, don't tell nobody. I already stole one. So, I'm taking one for the team, and I'll have to get them another pack next week. Hamburger buns. Y'all, let's talk about the bread and the hamburger buns, okay? This is the Walmart Great Value. This is nothing special. My kids go through bread like it's running out of stock, and it must be because I'm constantly buying it. Same thing with the buns, okay? We are going to be making hamburgers for the kids this week. I will be making black bean burgers for myself. My kids will be eating beef burgers. They will be making the burgers themselves. I do have a hamburger press, and they're going to learn to use it. They're going to make their own hamburgers. So they're going to have cheeseburgers at home. And french fries. Oh, yes. My family eats french fries. Yes, my family drinks soda. Yep, they eat hamburgers too. But by the way, that keeps us away from McDonald's, obviously. 4 loaves of bread. Both the bread and the hamburgers or buns are now up to $1.36 a package. No longer 92 cents. We won't even get started on the eggs way over there, but we'll get there shortly. So, with that being said, bread for sandwiches and toast and hamburger buns for hamburgers this week for the kiddos. We've got 4 packages of whole strawberries. Y'all, if you buy them whole, they're a couple of cents cheaper than buying them already pre-sliced. I'm going to put these in a blender because I'm making overnight oats. So I'm going to blend them down as like a syrupy type syrup and put it in overnight oats for me and the kids to have for the week. It's a recipe I'm trying with the kids. What did Jordan Budgets say in her Jordan Budgets grocery challenge when I started that last month? Try to pick out some new recipes. Try something new. So we're trying something new all the time now. I'm finding my kids like things more than what you would think. All right, peanut butter. They were out of the Skippy Naturals, so he just gave me the regular creamy peanut butter. My kids just ran out of it 2 days ago. Y'all, we had a horde of peanut butter in stock from our prepper pantry. We finally ran out of it, so I'm replacing theirs. I still got multiple containers of the extra crunchy and or crunchy peanut butter. That is my favorite. I don't like the smooth. I like the crunchy. So I'm replacing that for them. Back here, 2 things of dish soap. I just ran out of dish soap 2 days ago. That's right behind me. My kitchen sink is full of 2 days worth of dishes that I've got to wash. So dish soap, 1 will be upstairs. 1 I will put down in the prep pantry for later use. Don't have a dishwasher, y'all. I live in a 1953 house, never been updated. I mentioned this many times. I want to cry when I see everybody's got dishwashers, and I don't. I am the dishwasher. All right, we got french fries 2 ways. The fast food french fries are for Philip and Philip only. It is the only french fry he'll eat besides McDonald's, and I cannot understand why he thinks he tastes different than the crinkle cut for the girls, but he does. And me, honestly, I prefer just cutting up a potato and doing potato wedges, which is what I'm going to do for myself when I make my black bean burger, when my kids make their own hamburgers. All right, had to get more mozzarella because my kids have been making homemade tortilla pizzas. like crazy. Okay, so cheap way to make pizza, also make it at home. You can do different types of crust, y'all. Look everything up on YouTube. If you're thinking about something on YouTube, you need to know something about something, it's on YouTube, okay? So I also like to make Hawaiian pizzas. My daughter Danya didn't tell me she ate the last 3 cans of pineapple. She must have hoarded them and ate them because we're out of pineapple, so I'll have to get that next week. But with that being said, barbecue sauce instead of tomato sauce sometimes. You don't need to use pizza sauce, y'all. You can use regular spaghetti sauce. That's what we use. Super cheap, super easy. And you can also use like garlic and butter. Melt down your butter, add a little bit of garlic in, add a little bit of Parmesan. Ooh, that's a good one too. So there we go for that one. We're going to talk about my diet here in a minute because I'm flip-flopped yet again. Back here, I am not taking this for my prep money anymore. I am going to continue to save in my prep money for when we do move. I want several $1,000s worth of money to restock my entire pantry. So it's going to get controversial over on my Prepper Pantry channel. And y'all, I haven't been on there but once in a month again. I'm going to discuss some things with them, and I'm going to be rock solid about the way I'm going to do things. I might lose followers. I might gain followers. Oh, we don't know. We shall see. But I'm no longer buying a whole bunch of things for preps, okay? I've got an idea in my mind, and we'll talk about that here in a minute when we sit at my desk on what's going on. So this is conditioner. We've got a ton, and I'm talking like a ton of shampoo in stock. I just redid my closet in the hallway yesterday and realized we've got like 15, 20 different bottles of shampoo, and there are different levels inside the bottle, which means my kids have gotten into one, got tired of it, replaced it, got another one, got tired of it. Different scents is what it is, y'all. That's all it is. And I'm like, oh, really? But conditioner, we always seem to be low on conditioner. So got a conditioner, and this is the paraben-free. We're going to move over to paraben-free if we can. I got 2 things of English cucumbers, and then another 2 things of English cucumbers. So 4 English cucumbers. 2 reasons for this. Number 1, I love tomato and cucumber salad. I grew up on it. My dad started me off on this. I'm going to take my mandolin slicer, make really thin slices, and add in some tomato, a little bit of Skinny Girl Italian dressing. Y'all, if you haven't tried the Skinny Girl version of dressings, you should, because it's only 2 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon is only 10 calories. It is so much lower in calories than most of your actual dressings. It's ridiculous, okay? Even the ranch is lighter, and I don't like ranch. But anyways, for me, and then I must slice it up also as a meal replacement when it comes to chips for the kids. They love sliced cucumbers, so I'm going to make it a little healthier for them and do that. Pepperoni speaks for himself. That goes with the kids' pizzas for them. Again, I have to go back and buy more pineapple. I did have a 2 count of the Great Value paper towels. Normally I buy only the Bounty. I'm going down to Great Value to save not only a little bit of money, but y'all, I run through paper towels like it's no one else's business, okay, like crazy. And I only use this to wipe down counters and wipe down furniture. That is it. So I'm not going to stick with the Bounty anymore. I love Bounty, but the way I use paper towels, And y'all, I don't like the microfiber cloth, so don't get me started there. Let's talk about my little elephant in the room here. My mint mocha, peppermint mocha creamer. Y'all, I want to stay in the vegan world. I cannot stay in the vegan world. I have found since I moved to the vegetarian world, even though that some milk products upset my stomach because I'm allergic to milk, so obviously that should upset my stomach, I can't give that up. I tried the vegan recipe. It was a complete fail, y'all. I even had the peppermint extract, the vanilla extract, the cocoa, it just was an absolute fail. And I found out I hate coconut milk. So with that being said, I'm going to remain and stay consistent in the vegetarian world, but not the meat eating world. I'll eat the carnivores for my husband and my kids and my dogs. I've got an update with my dogs too here in a minute. So peppermint mocha, coffee creamer, y'all, please tell me this is going to be in stock year round, because if it's just a holiday still thing, I'm going to cry. If it's not, I have found the love of my life next to my husband, kids, dogs, and peppermint mocha. So I've been out of coffee creamer for 2 weeks and I'm dying. 24 bananas because Danya's mouth was hurting. Her appointment from the 8th has gotten moved to the 15th now because there was an emergency with her dental surgeon. So, yeah, we had to move to the 15th. So that's going to happen then. But she ate a lot of my bananas. So 24 bananas. Most of these bananas get sliced down. They get put on a cookie sheet on parchment paper, or our silicone baking mat is what I use most of the time because they can reuse that over and over again, where the parchment paper you cannot. And I flash freeze these, and then I stick them into bags. These will be going in overnight oats. Plus, this is what I love to have. Frozen fruit is one of my favorite things to have as a snack at night versus ice cream and anything else. All right, let's talk about the highway robbery with the eggs. 60 count box of eggs, $20.87, and this is not funny. We are all looking for the golden eggs. I'm hoping this box contains it, because bottom line is, this should never cost this much. Pre-pandemic, and yes, I'm going to say pandemic, and yes, they can flag my channel. It's okay. Pre-coronavirus. Okay, there you go. Now you can flag my channel. Anyways, $3.50 is what these used to be. Not anymore. And my house is an egg-loving family. Hard-boiled eggs for the kids. Deviled eggs for Jessica and Philip, because Danya doesn't like deviled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs for all three of my Chihuahuas. Scrambled eggs, fried eggs, scrambled eggs for breakfast sandwiches, breakfast burritos, all of that. Okay, just eggs, eggs, eggs. They will go through the 60 box in less than 2 weeks. It's not even a joke. But yes, we're all looking for the golden egg, and I'm telling you, it's going to be in this box. So the price that we're paying. All right, back over here, half a gallon of milk for the kids. That is what I'm doing right here, half a gallon of milk. Maybe I need to put my camera where it actually needs to be. And I'm not going to let them get a whole gallon of milk because I'll go through it in like 3 days, and that's ridiculous. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. Why did I get this? Because we don't have very much left downstairs for boneless, skinless, and my kids are not really too keen on bone-in chicken. And yes, I can pull the meat off the bone-in chicken, but I'll be real honest, they think it tastes different and they don't like it, and I don't know what to do because I have a ton of chicken thighs and chicken legs in my freezer, and I hate to say I may have to throw it out, and I'm going to cry if I have to because it's a waste of food, but it's been in my freezer. They are packaged up properly, but my kids are not liking it, and it's not them being picky, y'all. They literally don't like it. So I'm going to see what I can do. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out. But boneless, skinless chicken breast, just 1 pack, down to $2.98 finally for this per pound. I know I can get it at Sam's Club a little bit cheaper, but y'all, I use my Capital One. Is it Capital One? I don't know. I don't remember which card it was. It was my Walmart credit card. So I used that to pay for that. For all this, anyways. I should say. Don't let me lie. It's all of it. 2 broccoli stir fries. That's pretty much for me because that goes over rice with either low sodium soy sauce or stir fry sauce. That is what I do for me for meals, and that's a pretty good. One of these will last me anywhere from 3 to 5 days, so I do portion it out. Brown rice, we'll talk about that here in a minute. That's for the dogs. 10 pounds of potatoes. I love potato wedges. I love all things potato. Enough said. Almond milk, because I do not drink white cow milk. My kids do, but I drink almond milk. 5 pounds of, yes, very, very cheap hamburger meat, $73.27. After we cook it, I do rinse all the grease off, and my kids have been fine with it. But that, yeah, I know. It's kind of controversial with that as well. Let's talk about the dog food rice here, brown rice. I ran out of brown rice. I've been eating white rice. You hear me constantly tell you that I am making homemade dog food. Gia, or Jaya, as she's called. We call her Gia every once in a while, and I'm not sure why. It's just a nickname for her. But her name is spelled Jhaya, and Gia is Gia. So she don't have a G in her name. But anyways, Gia, Jaya, whatever you want to call her. She has pancreatitis. She also has epilepsy. But let's talk about the pancreatitis. It's kicking her butt through a wall, okay? She is constantly having TMI, bathroom issues, and in a very serious nature. And, you know, sometimes we can't get her out of the house fast enough. And she's screaming to go out, and we got to leash her up before we get her out in the full bit. It's becoming a nightmare. What I have done and tried, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know what people are going to think about this. I know, they're going to say bad things about it probably. I have gone back to using Purina One. Now, they have the dry dog food, and they can eat that at any given time. They are free eaters when it comes to the dry dog food. Okay, that's just the way it always has been. She's fine with that. But because she takes seizure medication, she gets hungry a lot. She takes phenobarbital, 15 milligrams in the morning, 15 milligrams at night. All 3 of the Chihuahuas, that is Bella, Jaya, and Tucker for 2 days now have been on Purina 1, and it is a canned dog food, 13 point something ounces. I've got a whole bunch of different varieties. Today they had turkey, which I'm shocked that Jaya is tolerating turkey. She has been now for 2 days. Fingers crossed it continues. And it was turkey and lamb. And I put that into a bowl. I add the brown rice and I add vegetables. Today it was green beans, no salt added green beans. Mushed it up, gave them each a 3-ounce portion, and they want bananas. They are part of the Clean Bowl Club, which means they clean their bowls. And it's been working great. Like fingers in the air with your thumbs up. Yes, hallelujah. It's working for her, okay? If it's working for her and it's working for the other 2 dogs, it is not the chicken breast. It is not 90% lean ground beef. It is got lamb. I've got ones with, I want to say there might be one that with bison. I've got all the different flavors, and I'm making it almost like a stew for them. And y'all, it's working. It's working. And I can't afford to go out and buy fresh lamb, and bison is expensive as hell. So that is what we're doing for dog food currently. I had them on white rice this morning because I was out of brown rice. I won't allow that to happen again. Brown rice lasts for 6 months before it goes rancid, so you can't keep it long term. Just a side note. So that is what I'm doing. Let's go sit at my desk. Let's talk about my budget for groceries this month. Let's talk about the Jordan Budgets Grocery Savings Challenge. I'm doing it for February as well. And let's talk about all the things. All right, everyone. Now we are here. Couple of corrections I need to make. The $207 grocery haul that you saw also included a tip. Now, with that being said, I filter that into the grocery budget, and it comes out of the grocery money because I'm spending for groceries. So with that being said, there's a few additions that did not make it to the counter. I'm not sure why, but they were behind us, and it was just a few items. Number one, a huge container of Snuggle fabric softener was $13. It's a really big one. The second item was the Great Value glass cleaner, 32 ounces, trigger spray. It didn't make it to the counter either. What I do like to do is get the huge bottles of the glass cleaner from the Dollar Tree, but I haven't done that in a long while, and I really need to stock back up on those because they're only $1.25, and you get a very big bottle. So that's just something I need to keep in mind for next time I do my shopping at all at the Dollar Tree, is to stock up on that item. And the final item was a $16 and some odd cent pack of chimichangas, chicken chimichangas, the chicken ones. So those were the 3 items that, just keep in mind, weren't on the counter but did get purchased. But my kids ran off and started eating the chimichangas for lunch, putting them a single one into the air fryer, and I think that made it downstairs before the video even got started. So with that being said, $207 was my total for today. Now, 4 weeks in a month, I get $800. 5 weeks in a month, I get $1,000. Anything I can try to scrunch and pull together and not spend in the grocery store is a win for me. It is money that goes into my home binder that you saw earlier today, and that home binder has an envelope. It's the second from the last envelope that says 1 month ahead. We are actually 2 months ahead. We're working on our second month. I need $3,300 in that every single month because I got extra things in there and all the things. It's not just the 4 bare walls of just lights, electric, gas, and food. We have comfortable things in there as well. We have cell data in there. We have everything. The cell data meaning our cell phones and things of that nature. Internet and things like that. So it's not a bare bones thing. It's something that we are working ahead of now so that we could have that in case something does happen. I did increase the rent in that to $1,000 per month, even though I only pay $750, because you never know. Rent can increase. We can move. Our rent could be much higher. Things of that nature. All the things we would need in a month to make sure that we are comfortable, and quite comfortable, I should say. If my husband and or I lose any income, we're going to be okay. My kids are going to be okay. Our dogs are going to be okay. All the things. So that is not a rollover to the next month where I'm saving 1 month on ahead and adding that in for the next month's pay for rent and things of that nature. No. That's not the way we do it. We are working on a 12-month fully funded binder. So with that being said, that envelope in my home binder that you saw earlier today in the cash stuffing is that particular envelope. So, Jordan Budget Grocery Savings Challenge. We did this last month, y'all. Yes, we are doing it again. So, with that being said, She had this out as a free printable last month. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be on there. She linked it down below in the description box of her grocery savings challenge packet. And with this, you just go through, you fill it out. How many times are you going to go to the store? How much do you plan to spend? How many times you went to the store previously? You know, your previous purchases and things of that nature. It's amazing. You also have an inventory sheet, which I absolutely love, because you know how many times you go in the back of your cabinets and be like, oh, I didn't know that was back there, or go to the end of your freezers and find out that there's something way down in the back left corner you forgot you even had. Things you need to be using up. Before you start putting a lot more into your house, use up what you have. And I'm a prepper, so you know I had a lot of things in my house. But if you don't use it up and you keep shoving things in, then you're actually wasting money, because that's money you could have saved and put somewhere else. Like, for example, we're putting it to our second month ahead in our binder every single month. Every single dollar I can save from groceries goes into that binder. Okay, y'all? So save your money, eat what you have in the house, and then replace it. Don't let these preppers out there tell you, stack it to the roof. You've got to do this. You got to do that. You're going to starve if you don't. Y'all, I have a prepping channel. Okay, I took down 350 videos because I don't want people to panic. And I never was one of those who did panic. Okay, I took those videos down before. And the reason for doing that is because I got tired of those who were out there trying to bait click people into panic buying. That's ridiculous. Y'all, I'm going to be real honest. We have shortages left and right, off and on. That's okay. But the bottom line is, as soon as the item's back in stock, something else goes out of stock. It's a rotation. We're not going to be without. Stores are not going to be empty. There's not going to be famine. Don't listen to them. So an inventory sheet's really, really good. You're also going to get a meal planning sheet, which I absolutely love, y'all. I really love meal planning. You haven't seen me do it in multiple weeks, and that's because we've been pulling out of our prepper pantry and just eating what we're eating. We are eating down our prep pantry. We are now finally in month number 10 of eating our preps down, y'all. I've noticed and I've learned that there's some things I have thrown away. Let me tell you, expirations do matter. Don't let people out there tell you they don't matter. They do. We've had to throw things away that were 3 months expired, okay? Canned goods that were 3 months expired should still be good. No, they lost their taste. They lost their nutritional value. Some of them didn't even have any taste. Like, if you ate a green bean, you would not have known it was a green bean because it lost its taste. Same thing with freezer foods. We've had to throw things out. Yes, they were packaged properly. Yes, some of them weren't even vacuum sealed, y'all, and it didn't lose its air, but it lost its taste. We ate it and was like, it didn't even taste like anything. It didn't matter how much you seasoned it. It had no taste. So yes, watch your expiration dates. I'm the prepper that's going to tell you that. I'm the prepper that's telling you, don't panic. You don't need to panic. You never needed to panic. Even with all the rush to the store over the pandemic, you didn't need to panic, okay? Yes, toilet paper was out for a while, y'all, but it came back, and it came back with a vengeance so much in my store. They had to put it in the clearance aisle, and it wasn't on clearance. They just had so much of an abundance of it. It was crazy, okay? Don't panic when something goes out of stock. Find a replacement choice for it until that product comes back that you really do love. Stick to something else, and then when it comes back, buy one for now and two for later. You know, that same old saying that everybody does. Buy one for now, two for later. And then you also get a comparison sheet back here too as well. And this comparison sheet is great because compare your stores. I do it all the time. I know that my ground beef is going to be cheaper at Sam's Club than it is at Walmart. And it currently is right now. But you saw me buy it from Walmart today. And that's because I did a big load and I didn't want to split things up. And I used my Walmart credit card to do so. I use my credit card. I pay it off. I use it. I pay it off. I gain the points. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the points yet. But that's what I do. That's how I do things. I use my cards. I pay them off responsibly. I don't carry a balance. It's not going to happen. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to be paying them extra just because I have a pretty plastic card with a pretty design. No, I pay it off responsibly. So, are we going to do the Jordan Budget Savings Challenge grocery budget again? Absolutely. I have $800 to spend this month. I just spent $207, which means for week number 1, we're $7 over. Now, I'm not going to pull money from my prep binder envelope anymore that you just saw me stuff today. I'm going to keep putting money in there. I am going to take the shampoo the conditioner that I got for Jessica. out of my grocery budget. I'm going to take my softener and my cleaners out of my grocery budget because I want to build up one heck of a stockpile amount, y'all, so that when I move to a new house, I can restock like crazy and it won't cost me anything because I've already saved the money. So, yes, we are going to be doing this again this month. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. One of the things that Jordan was talking about when she did bring this on board in January was, you know what, go out and try new recipes. I have this, favorite recipes. We're going to start filling this out. I'm going to let my kids get online. They're going to start looking for recipes that they want to try. I need to expand their palate. My kids like to eat the same things over and over and over again, and it drives me nuts because I do the same thing. And I want them to expand their palates a little bit more. Because when you see me do some of my recipes, when I do my menu, I'm going to show you that here in a minute. I don't have the menu filled out, but I'm going to show you I have it. You guys will sit there and go, gosh, dang, you do the same thing over and over again. Because that's what my kids like to do. And that's what I do in my foods as well. I am no longer going to be a vegan. I keep trying to go back to the vegan world. But y'all, I can't stand the almond milk creamers. They're boring. They don't have as much taste as the milk-based creamers. I'm just going to have to tolerate my tummy going, hey, this doesn't feel so good. Once it's in, it's like, but when I'm drinking it, it's like, hello. So, and I love cheese. I've told you before, I cannot find a vegan cheese to save me. There is not a vegan cheese on this planet that tastes like cheese, okay? You can't make vegetables taste like cheese, and I've known that. I do not like tempeh. I do not like textured vegetable protein. I do not like tofu. I hate tofu, in fact. I'm like the worst vegan on the planet. I don't know how I survived so long being vegan. But I was like the worst vegan on the planet. There was a lot of things I did not like, could not taste, could not eat. I do not like Beyond Beef meat. The only vegan meat I can eat are the not Great Value, the Morningstar chick patties. Those I love, the buffalo ones especially. I like black bean burgers, but they're cheaper to make at home. So I make them at home, I freeze them, I flash freeze them, and then I seal them and I get them out as I need them and or want them. So we're going to start looking up recipes. Y'all don't need a recipe book. Go online. Just go online. If you want a recipe book, go to your library. They've got tons of recipe books. You could take it home. Find recipes you like. If you make them and you like them, put them on your copy machine and scan it, and you can have a page printed out. And then you can do what I do. I think it's the top one here. Let me make sure. Oh, because I talk so much. Yes, it is. This one's a hit. Potato soup, allrecipes.com. Now let me explain something about allrecipes.com. You can get a free membership. It doesn't cost you anything. You get a virtual little recipe box. That way when you sign in and you like something and it's good and you want to save it to your recipe box. It's got a whole bunch of different categories. You can put your different recipes that you save in there into your little recipe box, and you can even create little like index cards and do that. The thing I love about allrecipes.com, not only are they free and they give you a virtual box, but you can also manipulate their serving size. So if you're a family of 2 and the recipe says 8, switch that serving to a family of 2 and wham bam, thank you ma'am, all the measurements are pre-done for you. They calculate all the measurements for what it's like to make that meal for 2 people, so you don't waste any food. Or you can make a big batch and you can freeze part of it and have more of it later and have some of it now. Things of that nature. Absolutely love it. And I believe, if I remember right, they also have it where you can add those ingredients to your cart at Walmart. Hello, Walmart.com. So they partner up with Walmart, and you can add those ingredients that are on the ingredient list to Walmart. And if you don't need it, then go back in there and uncheck the ingredients you already have in the house. Leave the ingredients that you need in the cart, and then wham bam, I can order it from Walmart in just one click. So potato soup is a great hit. I use mine with almond milk. I'll be honest, my kids can use it with dairy milk, but I use mine with almond milk. And with this recipe, since it's such a good recipe, I laminated it. We're going to have a recipe book. And last but not least, this is one that I did find off the McDougall website a long time ago. This is just a weekly menu. It also has a shopping list down here on the side, which is convenient. But it has Monday all the way through Sunday, and it says week of at the top. If you want this sheet, it is absolutely free. You do not have to sign up for anything. No email, no address, no phone numbers, no nothing. You just go to the McDougall.com. You go, or the easiest way I should say to do it is go to your search engine and just type in McDougall free menu printable, and you go all the way down to the very bottom of the page, and it'll say menu on it. Click on it where it says menu, free download, free printable menu, and it'll bring up this page, and you can print it over and over again. This is my copy. I do have a paper copy that I usually write my meals on, but this copy right here is laminated. I laminate every single thing that I print off that I'm going to keep, because I can always go back to this instead of going back to the website and looking for it. I throw this on my printer, on my copy machine, and I print it as many times as I need. And this is my standard copy, so if I spill something, it's not going to ruin this copy because it is laminated. So yes, I am the queen of lamination. You should see I've got probably nearly 1,000, 2,000 pages of lamination over here on my desk, by all means. So I have that. Now, once again, I don't know if it's going to be controversial talking about it here on my channel or not, but we are giving these dogs a new try at a new dog food 2 days in. They all three seem to be doing real well. I have 3 Chihuahuas. Tucker is 9. Our newest and latest, little Miss Bella, is 5, and Jaya is a half Dachshund, half Chihuahua, so she's my hybrid, and she is 4. And again, we are using Purina 1 canned meat dog food. We are mixing that with brown rice and then a vegetable of the day. For today, it is green beans. Tomorrow will be carrots. I do broccoli. I do Brussels sprouts for them. They do get like slices of apples and watermelon and things of that nature. I do peaches for them, but I make sure that if I get canned peaches, it's in water and not in syrup, because I don't need the extra calories for them. But please make sure you check online before you give your dogs anything. You would be very shocked to find out how many things dogs cannot eat. And if you don't know what your dog can or cannot have, or what is toxic or not toxic to your dog, just go to your browser and say, can my dogs have, and then put in the food item. And they usually bring up yes or no, whether you can or cannot, and why you can or cannot give your dog that item. So I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on with our dogs and their new food. Now they do have their Purina 1 True Instinct dry dog food that they can feed off of at any given time of the day. They are free feeders when it comes to that. The warm meals are fed in the morning and at night. And if I find out they're eating too much dog food, then I pull back portions, because I need to make sure that they're not over calorie on any of their foods. So with that being said, where are we at with our budget, and what am I going to do? Our budget is at $800. I'm going to leave it at $800. We use $207 of it now, and let's just see what we have left over at the end of the month. I don't plan to blow $800 on groceries this month. I really don't. We still got preps downstairs. We're still working through freezers. We're still taking care of things off the shelves down there, and we're still rotating items as well. So with that being said, just keep an update with me. I will update you every week on how much we have and have not spent on groceries. You'll see my grocery hauls if I do spend anything more each week. And I'll keep you updated on that. Changes that I plan to make is becoming salt-free on a lot of items. I want to start buying canned goods that are salt-free. The sodium is starting to bother me when I look at the sodium ratios on that. And I was on one of my vegan channels that I absolutely love called Well Your World. And with that, I started listening about the salt intake and things of that nature. So I want to get the peanut butter that's natural. You didn't see that today because they didn't have it in stock. I wanted the Skippy Naturals. They didn't have it. So I will eventually get that in once they're done with this peanut butter. It's not going to kill them to eat this peanut butter right now. But I want to go salt-free on all the vegetables that I can possibly go salt-free on that are canned, salt-free tomatoes. Just try to change the diet up a little bit more and do what I can to make my kids a little healthier options. You saw that with my cucumbers this morning as well in the haul, that I am going to slice them some cucumbers versus always giving them chips. Now they're going to stop eating chips? No way. No way, no way, no ma'am. But they're going to eat less chips, okay? They're going to eat less chips, and my kids have never had a problem eating fruit and vegetables. In fact, if I get fresh fruit or frozen fruit in this house, it is gone in a matter of like seconds. My kids will go nuts. And the same thing with vegetables. They absolutely love, love, love vegetables. So I don't have a problem there either. So that's what we have for you today. Keep in contact with me as we move along in the month of February to find out how much I actually get to spend on groceries versus how much I'm going to save and put into my second month ahead in my home binder. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, and or suggestions, leave them down below in the comment section. We will catch you in the next video, which will hopefully, fingers crossed, because I'm working on it now, my updated debt video. Y'all, hello, we are under $3,000. I did add a little bit more, and then I took a little bit. It was a back and forth situation. I'll have to get into that when I get into that. And we will also be talking about my bills, because my electric bill is still remaining low and my gas bill is still through the roof. So not sure what's going on there, but we'll catch you in the next video. Without Limits Budgets is out.